finding you, chasing you, for you to get something for your son. Get that out of my face.
Man, hey, I pay child support. I pay $20 on child support. Mom said don't get no gifts.
I don't care what your mama said. I'm so tired of your mom.
The gifts is
you
child
and your
support.
mom. Y'all both got to piss me
You got me all blocked in and stuff. Chill out.
First of all, get that face.
I'm not doing nothing.
First of all, why you didn't just get him something for Christmas? Like,
because I paid child support.
You had all year to save up.
Take the child support.
No, I don't care about child support.
Man, hey, you don't care about support. Why?
Bro, because I'm here trying to make sure you get him something. You at the mall, go get him a gift. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna wait.
I'm
and
getting an outfit for New Year's.
Bro, what the is up with this
I'm
camera?
dead ass. No, I'm being serious
bro,
right now.
I'm gonna sit right here, and you gonna go inside and get him a gift.
In front of my car?
Yes, I'm gonna sit right here.
You sound crazy.
Dude, I'm so tired of you.
You sound crazy.
Bro, just go inside and get your son a gift for Christmas. Why am I gonna beg you to get him a gift for Christmas, bro?
Take the $2,200. Go in the mall yourself.
No.
And get the gift.
You go get it, bro. I have him all the time.
Man, hey.
I'm with him 24/7. You can go inside and get
okay, but you get a lot of money when they get $2,200.
$2,200. What is $2,200?
Okay, it's money.
That's broke boy money.
No, it's not.
You can't pay $2,200.
I pay you every month. $2,200.
Bro, daycare is $2,000 alone.
Oh my God!
So what I'm gonna do with $200?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna watch me.
You've got a single 46-year-old woman. She's found herself in an unhappy situation. She's got a lot to say.
I want a relationship, that's what I want. I had all the adventures. I have all the stories to tell. I just want somebody that I can count on.
All I just heard is that she had all the partying. She was out there finding herself for a really long time. She's 46. How appetizing to a man to know that you got all the nasty out of your system. And now here he is. You want someone reliable and dependable now that you did all that. And he gets to have that consistent image of you doing all the nasty with everybody before because you just told him. How desirable. Why is the brain dead so thick? I'll tell you why. Because all of these women absorb all of this modern feminism for so long, and women lie to them. They tell them that guys are somehow going to receive that information well. And that guy is just like, bye. See you later. You had all the stories? I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go to the STD clinic either on my way out of here, honey.
You've got something that women say to me all the time. Why don't you make your husband a sandwich? Okay. Is he hungry? Does he want a sandwich? Like, did he say something? I make my husband food the last 4 nights. I made my husband dinner. Like, I don't understand this weird they're trying to shame women for taking care of their families. Like, that is another element of feminism that I cannot stand. It's an attack on family and these things that work. It works. Right. Men are biologically unable to have children. So the aspiration to climb a ladder forever, to wake up every single day and not have to worry about being pregnant for 9 months, I mean, that makes sense. We're different creatures, I
think that's like a troll, though. No, it's like all you're good for is like, yo, make me something to eat.
No, that whole concept came from rabid feminists. Like, there was something wrong with being in the kitchen, right?
Okay.
And this was sort of this push of women get out of the home and go to work, which has made so many women miserable. So many women miserable. Something
I get it. Like, a lot of modern day women say, well, I should be able to do what I want, blah. The problem is this. Women want a man to be traditional while absolving themselves of traditional responsibilities as a woman. You want me to protect you, earn more than you, be confident, make money, all these other things? But if I say, hey, listen, you can't put your ass on internet, you're toxic and insecure. And it's like they pick and choose what they want to take from traditionalism that makes, puts them in an advantage, but the man's roles are always static while hers are negotiable. And I tell guys on this podcast, like, if you're going to be a traditional man, she needs to be a traditional girl. It's bullshit that you have to, be traditional on your end and provide and bring home the bacon and be willing to die for this girl and protect her when she can't even say no when her girls ask her to go on a girls' night out. That's my.
I'm telling you guys, brothers, we are doomed. The females are doomed and the men are doomed, man. These type of women, I feel like will never ever find anyone. If you want to have a man, if you want to be in a relationship, please don't follow the example of the women I just showed you guys on those 3 clips. Don't be that example, man. Let's keep this thing going, man.
Not make you in another league, it actually brings you down now.
Some men love it though.
No, we love to play with it. I call them rentals. You're like a rental car. You go out to Miami,
That's
you
a
rent that
fact, man. That's a fact. Females, they go get these BBLs, get these, all this stuff, all these augmentations. If there's any females watching, guys do not look at women like that to marry. They look at women like that. They say, oh, this is like a toy. Let me play with it for a minute. But as soon as we go to wife down, soon as the woman we wife, they don't look nothing like that. Notice the one, females be like, why guys wife like average looking type women? It's because they bring them peace. All that BBL and stuff, nobody is not wifing. They'll play with it for a minute. Just like you said, the absolute truth, man.
You rent that Ferrari, the shit you can't drive at home. It's fun to drive out there, but now I'm not paying for this. This shit going back to the rental office when I'm done with it. That's what we do with BBL. But we're not taking that to the parent-teacher conference. Walking in as big as this table. Yeah. Like, come on, like, let's stop playing for real. Y'all confuse a man's sexual attention with what he wants as a wife and as an example for his kids, as a mother. Because automatically we know your mind is point where you risked your life for a bigger ass for attention. You just risked your life for a bigger ass for us to say, damn, I wonder what that shit look like when I'm hitting from the back. She invested 10K in her body and 0 in her brain. Going to the gym, that is a real investment, because as you're working out and building your body instead of buying it, that's going to build character. That's going to enhance you as a woman. Those women are the women that deserve to get all their bills paid.
What are the requirements?
What are the requirements for a wife? Well, she's got to love the Lord. Has to be traditionally feminine. Are you shaking your head at that?
Keep going.
What's wrong with loving the Lord? See, that's the reason, the fact that we took God out of the equation, that's the reason this goes on. Soon as you disconnect God from the equation, now it's free reign. People don't have no morals, no nothing to stand on. The only reason I stay so grounded is because of the Lord. The only reason I don't cheat on my wife is because of the Lord. If I didn't have the Lord, there's a lot of things I would do because I wouldn't have a consequence. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord keeps me grounded. So I would definitely look for that in a woman.
If a woman loves the Lord and she subscribes to biblical values, she will understand that it is the man's job to lead the family, provide for the family, and to lead the family under the headship of Christ. And it's the woman's job to submit to that man's headship in the family. So a woman that's cool with the idea of submission. Now, a lot of women have issues with the idea of submission, understandably so. What I would be bringing to the table in a scenario like marriage is actually being worthy of submitting to as a man, right? Earning her submission through good leadership.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something about submission, right? So now, women innately, inside of themselves, it's built in their DNA code, they want to submit. Now, if you go to my wife, you don't know my wife, right? You go to her and say, do you submit to your husband? She'll be like, no. But my wife innately submits to me. Not even knowing, she submits to me. But if you ask her, in her head, she's like, no, I don't want to submit to no man. It's because just how I carry myself, how I carry the household. She trusts how I handle everything, so she innately submits. Innately. And I'm telling you, as men, you can't look for you can't look for a woman to submit to you if you ain't got your stuff together. First, you have to be submitted to something. If you're not submitted to a higher power such as God or whatever it is you do, but I would recommend you submit to God, how can someone submit to you? The only reason my wife's so comfortable submitting to me because I'm submitted to somebody higher than me. And that's who I'm trusting. So she innately trusts my judgment. I don't have to beg her to submit. It just happens. The reason your girl's not submitting to y'all, because y'all ain't nobody to submit to. What do you do? What do you have? What are you working on? Like, who are you? You feel me? You have to build yourself first, and that woman would innately submit to you.
Women are often intimidated by this type of guy, and your girl got the answers for you. Let's get into it. Number 1, this type of guy stays true to himself. He doesn't care about social norms or expectations of his behavior. He gonna do what he need to do for himself. This type of guy is not easily influenced, meaning you can't shame him into doing what you want him to do. This type of guy is unconcerned with social acceptance. He's independent, extremely self-aware. Number 4, this type of guy is not afraid to speak his mind. He gonna say what he need to say regardless. You can like it, love it, hate it, he don't care. This type of guy is not afraid of rejection. O means next opportunity. You don't know what to expect with this type of guy. He's unpredictable. He don't trust many people. So he's very private. And so therefore you have no idea what's going on in his mind. And a lot of women don't like that.
I do not want to say this. I don't.
This is why other groups of women are seemingly more successful when it comes to relationships and marriages and anything of that sort than us. And that's because a lot of what we are taught as women, especially within the Black community, we're taught that womanhood is finesse culture.
Ooh.
Right? Within the Black community, we're taught a lot of the times that in order to be successful in a relationship, you have to have one up over your partner, over your husband, over your boyfriend, over your significant other, over your lover, over whatever. Like, you're supposed to be on the up. You're supposed to have the leverage. You're supposed to have the upper hand. We're taught that is how you're supposed to conduct yourself within a relationship. Which, again, what makes us not that ideal for a relationship by any group of men. Right? We really do get fucked up based upon how we're taught, what we're taught. Oh, make sure that, you get this out of him, and make sure that he don't never get that out of you, and make sure that you got your own this. Like, we're taught how to be snakes. That's womanhood within the Black community. May the best snake win. And what that does is it creates this environment to where nobody wants to marry us. Nobody wants to be in committed long-term relationships. The only thing that a lot of men really want to do with us is fuck. And the reason why that is because a part of that finesse, a big chunk, a major part of the whole finesse game that we're taught as Black women in order to be a woman, a big chunk of that finesse is sex. So I know how to do that very well. Right? I'll use my body to finesse you. I do not.
Life is just not easy for the woman when she hits a certain age. We're talking about women who've kind of had this high life and then they've stopped getting offers because maybe now she's hit like 38, 40. And then it's almost like they've kind of gone into this dark hole now. It's so toxic, it's like horrible.
Well, here's the thing. Most men don't feel sorry for those women, and I'll tell you why. The reason men don't feel sorry for them is because the experience that she begins to go through when she's older is the experience 90% of men go through every single day. The guy who works at the post office, the guy who helped you pack your bag, the guy who delivered your Amazon parcel, the guy in your class, the guy that you worked with. Most guys are invisible. It is only the high value guys that catches women's attention. The guy who's tall, attractive, and shape successful. So when women who have had that taste of the high life, have been that desirable, got all the attention, everything, they then get to a point where now they're being treated how most guys are treated. Guys don't feel sorry for them. A lot of guys feel that if you wanted to have a partner, have a family, settle down, you get to that point in life and you haven't done that, it's because you definitely had an abundance of opportunity to do that.
So yeah, it's tough shit.
This might be hard to hear, but at 38 years old, you're way past your prime as a woman.
Why do you say that?
So how much money do you want your man to make per year?
$300K.
How tall do you want him to be?
6 feet.
Okay. So you think you're going to meet this guy at 35. Do you think you're at your prime or on your decline at 38?
If a woman puts a date on a number on how much a man should make to be with her, that's the type of woman you should never be with. Women have it so twisted. You have to get with a man with potential. You got to get with a man that is working. He's probably not there yet, but you are here to help him get there. See, these women, they want everything easy. They just want something given to them. But I'm going to tell you this right now. God don't work that way. Whatever you get of value, you got to put in work for it. Whatever you get of value, you got to put in work for it. Nothing is given. If something is given, trust me, there's a bigger chunk that is taken that you don't want to be taken. So just know this, if you don't put nothing in, nothing is for free in this world. Nothing is for free in this world. So just know, God don't like ugly. So if you think you're going to just get something and take, it's going to come at a serious consequence. Let me tell you this. If you want that man, you better go get you a man with a potential and you help that man become to that, get to that level. Y'all work that thing out together.
Prime.
You think you're at your prime? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Do you think he's at his prime or his decline at 38?
His prime.
Okay. So this might be hard to hear, but at 38 years old, you're way past your prime as a woman.
Why do you say that?
Because the things that make a woman attractive are intimately tied to her age. The U.S. Census Bureau with the National Center for Health Statistics. So this is probably going to be one of the most accurate representations of the man of your dreams and how close you are. Well, the statistical chances of finding this man. Okay, 35 to 38, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what race do you actually want? Hispanic?
White.
She said 6 foot. Quick, 6 foot. And then, do you care if he owns or rents?
Owns.
All right. And then, do you care about his education level?
No.
Can he be fat?
No.
Okay, no obesity. And can he be married?
No.
Let's see how common this guy is. That's good. You're the perfect 5 out of 5 cat lady. You're definitely going to be a cat and or a dog lady in the future. So, with that said, so you want a guy that makes that kind of money, right? And he's going to be at his prime. You're going to be on your decline. Do you actually think you'll be able to attract and retain this type of guy at that age?
Well, now that you did all this, now I got to reevaluate.
When I hear a woman say, make a man wait 90 days before you have sex. If I said, okay, then you need to wait 90 days before he takes you out on a date. You need to wait 90 days before he spends a single dollar on you. You need to go ahead and talk to him every day or however often for 90 days before he decides to invest in you as you are going to be invested in him. For a man to vet you, it is the standard to spend money. Okay? For me to get your time, I have to spend money somewhere. In most cases, I gotta take you on a Capitol Grill. That's gonna cost money. I gotta take you at a place that you deem is valuable for you to sit at, right? Which is gonna cost me money instead of saying, hey, you know what? The realistic
thing
thing
is, y'all watching the video, man, I'm about to drop 10 of these hats, man. I need to see if I got 10 true supporters, man. If you one of them supporters, put a 1 in the comments. There'll never be a hat like this made again, man. Hey, and don't forget to bless the Cash App, because when you speak in truth, YouTube really don't like that sometimes. So if you want to see me continue with these videos, bless the Cash App. It'll be a blessing to me, man. Let's get back to the video, man.
If we just sat here and talked to each other for 90 days, and I'm like, okay, cool. If I FaceTime you, I can't FaceTime you more than, once or twice a week unless I had actually started to invest money in you for 90 days. I'm wrong. So I'm not saying that your box is in exchange for money. What I'm saying is that for me to actually get your time, I have to spend money. But yeah, I can spend your money and get your time, but never get nothing out of it.
This life thing is just not for me. It is not for me. That's what I'm realizing. Bills are a no. Work is a no. I don't want to do nothing but shake my booty. That's it.
Oh my gosh, I am so tired of having to be a man. If you have a good man and he does those things for you, appreciate them. Tell him you appreciate them. Because you could be like me and have to do it all. And it sucks.
Don't lose a good person in life just because they can't give you what you want now. Be patient. Life changes.
Here's your bill. Thanks.
I got it. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need you to pay for my meal.
Okay, thank you.
Why is there so many numbers?
That's the total, without tip.
Oh, I thought it was a phone number. You know what? I'm feeling super traditional today.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
You can take it.
Thank you. I'm so honored.
Well, that was a lot.
You can be strong tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
When the numbers are low.
I think that thing
I
knocked her
came
out.
home and I just screamed my lungs out because the more processes I put in place, the more things I explain to people, the more training I do, the less it works. The more shit I do, the less it works. At work, in corporate, in my personal life too. And I don't understand what am I supposed to do differently now? What is it? What am I missing? I'm eating healthy, I'm drinking water, I'm taking vitamins for God's sake, I'm staying sober, which a glass of wine right now probably would have been a good idea. For what? To keep being miserable, coming home at 6:30 and waking up at 5 a.m. every day, for not seeing my cat. She's most of the time mad at me because I'm not home, not having any friends, not having a boyfriend. What is all of this for? For them to tell me, oh, work with me? I am working with you. I will be working with you. Because what? Because I have A, no choice, and B, I love what I do. But I would really appreciate if people cooperated. And I was this close from becoming this atomic bomb that just burns everything around me for like miles and miles and miles. I need one thing to go right for me. One. I need for all of this effort to be reflected somewhere, and it's not, and it's driving me nuts. And I know life comes from you and not at you. But I'm very much about to come at life. Because what the actual... Can something go my way? Can I not have these questions where you're not posting happy content on TikTok? Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm just really tired and burnt out. And this is how burnt out and corporate and being single, living alone, and doing everything on your own looks like. Being an independent woman does not always pay off the way that you want it to.
Hey. There it is. See you guys next video, man. Let's get it.